Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. In the last episode, we did a bunch of missions. We did a bunch of missions for the Fighters Guild, and then we kind of ran out of missions to do for them, so we went back and started doing some stuff for the Mages Guild. I believe I said Fighters Guild. If I didn't, we were doing a bunch of missions for the Fighters Guild and then the Mages Guild. If I got those reversed, I apologize. But yeah, in this episode, we are tasked with finding an evil wizard and disposing of him. So we're going to continue on exploring this dungeon because he's in here somewhere. I do want to briefly say, as we can go on ahead and just start, that somebody commented that the reason why I'm not ranking up in the Mages Guild, or no, I apologize, I'm sorry, it's been a minute. Let me quickly look at where we've been. Okay, we've not been up that direction. Okay, what about this direction? Okay, so we need to go this way first. And here. Someone said that the reason why... Yes, okay. The reason why we've not been ranking up in the Fighters Guild is because that one of my skills, or some of my skills are too low, and that I should be training with the Fighters Guild trainer to get skills up. And when that happens, then I will rank up. So I will be doing that. Hello! I'll be doing that once we get back to Gothway Garden, and then hopefully some more stuff will unlock. We got a freshly drawn map that indicates the long-lost location of the whole of Alul, which you copy down. Great. Anything else? Got a loot pile. Ooh, a Dwarven War Axe. Ooh, that's probably going to be super heavy. How heavy? 5? Yeah, but it'll be worth it, I think. And then books, because our books are nice. We have to be careful, though, because I really don't want to have to go back to the... I don't want to have to recall, but if I do, I do. Let's go, I guess, to the left. Why not? I'm really... Okay, well, I guess it really didn't matter where we went, because it was all leading to the same place anyway. Oh, hello. Okay. I would really appreciate it if, you didn't do this and, try and immediately kill me. You drop to the ground completely exhausted. In the state, you're easy prey for roaming monsters that never awaken. That is death number, I believe, 5. Wow. Okay, I need to be a little bit more careful. I probably should have done the smart thing and, probably should have healed, but I thought I would get him down before I needed to do that, so that was my mistake. You were in here, but you're just super dead, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Wow, okay. So, I don't know if what those guys are casting on me is like a version of like exhaustion, or if it's just because I'm carrying so much stuff that it is. Now we have the map to Yalm House Crypts, so not the other place. And I doubt we're... Oh no, Dwarven War Axe. So we'll take it all again, because why not? But we need to be super careful coming in here. Again, this doesn't matter because this all leads to the same direction, because it all leads this way. But I need to be careful going in here, so we'll sneak. And we'll go in here and hopefully not just immediately die. Okay. And then there we go. Okay. Much easier, much better that time. Ooh, an 8,000 gold soul trap. It's holding a giant. Again, I don't know what these soul traps do, but they're expensive, so we can sell them. We'll take that and all that. How slow? I'm swinging pretty darn slow. Okay, well, first off, let's do something smart. Let's heal ourselves. I completely forget because it's been a minute since I've had to recast. Okay, it's Q. There we go. And are we back up? Okay, we're back up here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Super interesting, in fact. I mean, just downright intriguing. Okay, so hold on. I hate this map so much. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go back down, because we now know... Well, actually, no, you stupid, stupid, stupid idiot. You're over-encumbered, or you're nearing over-encumbrance. Let's get back to the start. You can drop stuff off, and then you can, be golden. Okay, this way. Yes, perfect. Oh my god. Here. No. No. Absolutely not. What are you, crazy? I am absolutely crazy. I'm crazier than a hatter. I am nowhere to be found. Okay, I'm a little not now. Okay. Yeah, here. Then that should be. Okay, where's the entrance to this place? That's probably not the best question to ask. Okay, so if I go in here. No. Right here, no. Okay, this is what we're doing. We're recalling and teleporting. And we're gonna just drop this stuff off, because I'm confused. Which is not a good thing to do, but what you gonna do? Okay, how about this? We've been exploring this a little while, and I'm lost. I don't want to have to, subject you guys to me being an idiot. So I'm going to make a cut here, and I'll be back if we level up, or if we die, or if, something cool happens. I will say this. At the end of last episode, so episode 12, I noticed that there was a little bit of a recording mistake on my behalf, which my mic, for some reason, decided not to record audio for a certain section of this. So I had actually leveled up in that time period, but I ended up cutting that footage because nobody wants to see, 6 minutes of me walking around a dungeon without commentary. So I did level up to 14. That wasn't included in the last episode, but I did level up. I think I got 5 points on that level up, and I put it all into endurance. So again, I apologize. It was my mistake, but yeah, so I'm going to make a cut here, and I'll be back when some kind of progress is made in this. Oh, you have slain Gondian Gaerford, the Mad Wizard of Theodval Laboratory. Okay, great. Okay, well, first off, I can't die to you, though. Okay, now... Okay, hold on. If you don't mind, I gotta... Oh god, okay, run, because I'm actually extremely hurt. Please. Down here, and sit, and that should... Oh, please don't have anyone spawn. Oh, there are enemies nearby. Okay, hold on. Okay, phew. No, I don't want the boots. I'll take the book, though. Okay, sit. Rest. I want to loot his body. Okay, that was close, man. Okay, thank God I put him on a lot of points into speed early on, because, man, that probably saved my life. Alright, let's go loot this. That torch frightened me. I thought I just ran past a mage, but it wasn't. Okay. We'll take you. And hello, dude. Anything like super, like awesomeness? Not really. Well, let's see what you were protecting over here. You were protecting, gonna be honest, not a whole lot. I'm actually a little bit disappointed with that. I just realized something. I do not believe when I teleported back to the entrance via recall, I do not believe I anchored myself. So that's going to be interesting. Teleport? Yep. I didn't do it. Okay, so I will... did I check this or not? Yeah, I did. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my way back there off camera, because you guys don't want to see me have to backtrack and try and navigate this horrible, horrific map. So I will be back whenever. So you want to hear a funny story? I don't know how to get back there. So this is... now I get to try and basically, I guess, full clear this dungeon, because I don't know how to get out to back to where I need to go. I need to be able to, I think, probably find a teleporter, because I can't teleport in here. Nope. This is, oh, nope. This is just, you'll love to see it. Okay, I can't take anything else. In fact, I gotta drop these. No, not read them. Yeah, I unfortunately have to drop the books. The books are super heavy, and while they're expensive, they're not worth my life. I gotta find a teleporter out of here, so I'll be back when we find some way, shape, or form to get out of this place. Oh my god, I finally found it. Thank you. Well, first off, let's put all of my valuable stuff away, because, you know, I need to. Great, thank you. And, ooh, dwarven boots. That's actually much... will take it back 100%. For some reason, apparently, I took those off. And for... Oh, my shield's broke. That makes sense. Well, I mean, it doesn't make, like, sense, but, like, whatever. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna... What time is it? I don't want to leave. It's, what, 4:06 on Monday? Okay, well, that's a good time as any to leave, yeah. I think it's raining outside. At least it sounds like it's raining. And I mean, in the game, not, you know, for me personally, but... Come on, game. Oh. Hello? Game? Please don't... There we go. Little bit laggy coming out of the area, but that's fine. We'll take a little bit of lag. We're not super worried about that as long as the game doesn't crash. Let's travel back and head to the Mage's Guild and say, hey, dude, guess what? We killed the mage problem you guys were having. Oh yeah, I'm really... the air feels like it has shifted through dimensions. Interesting. Hello? Well... Okay, hold on. No, not that button, you stupid moron. Okay. 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 Okay, come on. Okay, hold on. Now I need to, excuse me, I need to just do a very brief run around the, ring around the rosy, if you don't mind. As I try to not die. So I'm gonna just hide, like, right here-ish, if you don't mind. In fact, if you really don't mind, I'm gonna leave my horse over there, and pray to God I don't, it just doesn't, you guys don't kill it. But, oh, it's not even open. Okay, well, this is, you don't want to see this, obviously. Where's the temple? The temple's over here. Temple, can you heal me? I'm being attacked by, Daedroth and demons and bullshit. Okay. Okay. I should theoretically be safe right here. So I'm just gonna sit here. Like, yeah, I figured I was silenced. I figured that's what that little yellow symbol down in the bottom left meant. Oh no! Okay, I take it back. I was not safe. I was not safe at all. So I'm going to be doing this, if you don't mind. I would really appreciate, I'm going to be honest, if the guards would, actually do their job. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, this silence lasts forever. Come on, there we go. Okay, gotcha. Now bring it. Okay, we got one more to go. I have no idea where in the world it is. And then we got a gigantic ice demon thing we gotta kill. It's somewhere over this direction. I can't lose my horse. I don't want to have to pay another, what was it, $1,000 or $2,000 for a horse, so I really like to not have to, have that happen. They disappeared. Okay, well, that's fine with me, whatever. Hey, come on, Fortune. Who knows? I mean, they're somewhere in this town. I'll come across them eventually, and then they're gonna just beat my ass, but as of right now, it's not a problem. So, I'm gonna go turn this quest in, and then I'm gonna probably go and sell a bunch of stuff. And then, we'll do some more questing. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, dude. Hey, guess what? Did it. Once again, you astonished me with your skill and efficiency, Vassip. An excellent job. The king will be as pleased as I am. Here's the greaves. I promised. Enjoy it. Ooh. I mean, it's less than what I got, but, okay. But they are magical. Okay. I mean, let's first off, do the smart thing. Hey, listen. I would really appreciate it if you could identify these for me. 101 gold, thank you. Leather greaves, a protector. Okay, I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna continue just using what I got. No offense. Did I level up? I did not level up. Well, let me go and write down that a dangerous wizard has been completed, because I don't want to do that quest again. That quest was a little bit lengthy. If I have to, spam quests to get rank, guild up, get the guild ranked up, I will not be doing that one. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Again, I'm gonna go sell some stuff. I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'm gonna go and I believe how many quests we got left here. 3. We got Oracle, Rogue Imp, and Banished Daedra minus the former student, because right now we're not going to go and do that at the moment. We'll do those later, because that will anger some guild. I don't know what guild off the top of my head, but one of these, some quest in this 3-part quest is going to anger a guild, so I want to make sure that it's a guild that I have enough reputation in that it won't, banish me from them forever. So I'm going to go sell some stuff, and then we're going to do, hopefully maybe all 3 quests in this video if they're short, but if not, then we'll do at least, at least one more. So I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back, and we did a bunch of selling, and we've got now 38,000 gold, as well as a letter of credit worth 14,000 gold. So I need to go to a bank and deposit this stuff, and then I'm going to go around to the stores, see if there's really anything I can really buy. I'm looking maybe for some better armor, because I already got the best weapon quality in the game in Daedric. I might look for maybe a more advanced weapon, like maybe like a katana or something like that does a little bit more damage as far as Daedric, but I don't know if I'll find it or not. And if I don't, then I'm looking for armor, and if not for that, then I might go and go to Mage's Guild and start making some more, like... Oh, no, I need to remember, first off, when does this open? 8? What time is it? It's 4:11. Store's closed. It's open from 8 to 15. Oh, okay, so I need to... Guess we're gonna go here to this little tiny place and rest. But I need to remember that I need to actually go and train with the Fighters Guild to be able to, rank up with them. Yeah, I just need it every day. Where is a bed? Nope. Is there a bed in here? Yes, there is. Great. Well, first of all, let me rest until I'm healed. And now let me rest until, let's see. Let's rest, I don't know, like... Let's start with 8 hours and see where I'm at. What time is it? It's 3 in the morning, okay. Let's rest for another 6 hours. That was... Normally I can do math, but not today. Today is just not sometimes your brain's like, no, we're not doing math today. Today's that day for me. So, I sold everything except you can't sell potions in this game, so I didn't sell potions. You can't sell recipes in this game, to my knowledge. So I didn't sell recipes, and I can't sell soul gems either. And I don't know quite what they do. I'll figure it out later, but, so those are the only things that I've kept. Hey, dude. Yeah, I need to deposit this letter of credit. And then I also need to deposit this amount of, let's say, 38,000 gold. Great. So I now have 88,000 gold in the bank. And we can go to a store and just kind of see what's going on. Now I do have a question. I wonder is, for example, in real life, banks are, insured by the federal government in the United States up to a certain amount. I think the amount is $250,000. In case, like, for example, the bank goes out of business. That way there's not a run on the bank. Even though we kind of saw it with the bank collapse here, a couple months ago or a month ago or so. I forget what bank it was here in California. But I wonder, is there like a limit of how much gold you can put in any bank in a certain area? Hey dude, anything like super awesome you got on you? Doesn't really look like it. We can do that parchment trick where, I buy a parchment for 0 gold and I sell it to you for a gold, but I mean, that trick only kind of works once as far as comedic effect. No, not really. Okay, well, that's cool. So I'm going to go around to the rest of these stores here in Gothway Garden. We'll see if they got anything, and if they do, I'll include it. If not, we'll be back and probably go to the Fighters Guild actually for a little while, just real quick to go and train up with them. And then we'll finish doing stuff at the Mage's Guild, because we're actually nearing the end of the Mage's Guild quests, I would imagine. there is something here at the Superior Supply Store. And in fact, I'm so close to the bank, I'm just going to run to the bank instead of getting my horse. They have a Daedric Claymore. So I'm going to go on ahead and buy that, but I need a little bit of money. I need to get a letter of credit, maybe? Yeah, let's get a letter of credit of, let's say, 25,000 gold. Yes, thank you. And it's in my inventory. I want to make sure before yeah, okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go buy that. I've already went and sold my Daedric longsword. Because I'm going to be buying that. And so really, I think the only other upgrade after the Claymores, I think it's the Daikatana, maybe? I think that's the only other one that sells for a whole lot. So yeah, buy 35,000 gold. Yes, I will absolutely pay for that. Fantastic. And because I believe the Claymore is two-handed, I'm like 99.999% sure it is. Here, dude, here's a, or apparently not, here's a shield, because I don't have the ability to sell stuff to you. Okay. How much is left in that letter? Apparently used, oh yeah, it would have used everything, yeah, okay. So I now have 1,700 gold, so that's fantastic. Anyway, so we did get technically an upgrade, one more little upgrade as far as weapons. I don't really see them really selling armor. I might have to go to a specific armor seller to get better armor. Hey, yeah, great. Dude, I need to withdraw another, let's say, 50,000 gold at the moment. Actually, can we withdraw that as an actual, like, hold on. Can we withdraw that as an actual, like, amount? Can I, like, physically withdraw 50,000? You cannot carry that much gold. Can I physically withdraw 30,000 gold? Yes, I can. Okay, and I'm going to go do some, no, not, first off, I do own a wagon. Stop lying to me, game. I'm going to go over to the Fighters Guild and train in a skill and see if that'll level me up or rank me up in the guild. And then after that, we're probably going to go over to the Mages Guild, maybe build some new spells or some better spells, maybe, or at least try and look into that. And then after that, we'll go put the rest of the money in the bank, and then we'll go do another quest for the Mages Guild. I know... Okay, well, first off, let's rest for 2 hours, or loiter here for 2 hours. I know this episode's a little bit weird, but hey, you know, not every episode you get to do, kind of these cool upgrades, and you're not gonna, you're not giving me a rank up now. Is it you that I can train with? Okay. Archery, I don't really use archery. Axe, I don't really use axe. Blunt weapon, critical strike, giantish, jumping, long blade, orcish, running, short blade, swimming. Okay. What are my skills at currently? Critical strikes at 65, long blades at 90, restoration's at 40. Stealth is at 70, dodging is at 57. Backstabbing's at 18. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be back in a minute. I'm going to actually look to see why I'm not ranking up in the guild. I'm going to take a brief moment and decide to look at that up. Okay, I'm back. Apparently, the thing that affects ranks is your reputation, which means, how many quests you've done with it, and then a combination of skills. And you have to have a high skill number that you meet and a low skill number that you meet. And there are a bunch of skills that affect this. So archery, axe, blunt weapon, giantish, long blade, orcish, and short blade are what affect that. And I'm currently, I want to say I'm currently level 2 as swordsman. So I believe I have to get... Okay, so first off, let's pull up my list again. My primary skill is long blade, so that's already at a 90. So in fact, because long blade's at a 90, that is now considered my high skill, and as far as all the ranks in the Fighters Guild, I no longer even need to worry about that, because the highest I need to get for the highest rank in the guild is 87. So I need to get one of these other skills, whether it be archery, axe, blunt weapon, giantish, orcish, or short blade. I need to get that up to, again, for the maximum rank in the guild, I need to get that up to a 37. So let's quickly look and see what these other... Okay, so I said, what was it? Archery, axe, blunt weapon, giantish, long blade. Okay, so all of these are in the miscellaneous, I believe. So we have short blade here, correct? Yes. We have axe here, yes. We have archery here, yes. Blunt weapon, yes. Giantish is in this category, yes it is. And then orcish as well, correct? Yes, okay. So I'm going to pick, I get to pick one of these three to get up to a certain amount. So which of these is the highest? Currently, that would be short blade. So let's focus on leveling short blade in order to get this up. So hey, can you level up my short blade? It'll be 145 gold. Yes. You and your trainer practice for 3 hours. The trainer tells you to reflect on what you've learned and see if you can put it to good use. And no, not that button. That rank me up. Maybe oh, I have to sleep. Right. I have to rest. So let's rest until fully healed. And my short blade is improved. And it should be now 13? Yes. Okay, which means I should rank now in the guild. Congratulations, Vasa. Because of your outstanding weaponry prowess, we have promoted you to the rank of Protector in the guild. Among the other benefits, this increase means cheaper weapon repairs and more profitable work assignments. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in fact, I'm going to pull up the name. I'm going to pull up the name right now of the person who made that comment. You know, because it was such an important comment to be made that I feel that I want to give credit to them. So I want to pull up the most recent episode and not have it replay, hopefully, over OBS. Thank you to Ninja Squid Ninja Squid. Well, it's Ninja Squid Gamer, but with a K instead of a G. So thank you so much. Who told me that I need to increase the skills to rank up in Daggerfall. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, so that was what we ranked the Protector. So the next one we would need to get to would be to get to that short blade up to 17. So that's kind of, I guess, you cannot train in one more than, so you cannot train in one then, sorry, you cannot train in one, that does not make English sense, or am I just stupid? You cannot train in one skill in a single day. I know what that means, but that doesn't make grammatical sense. Okay, well, I'm gonna, I guess, get that up to 17 and see if I rank up, and I'm gonna do this until I'm up to where I theoretically should be as far as rank, as far as like the number of quests that I've done. So I'll be back in a bit. All right, I'm back. For me, it's been a while. For you guys, it's obviously been just a few seconds. So as of right now, we're a little bit stuck on the Fighters Guild. I think probably what needs to happen is I need to do some more quests for them in order to rank up. So I'll do that. But we're going to finish out the Mages Guild, because the Mages Guild is actually nearing the end. I just quickly, as I was trying to check out some spell-based stuff, I saw how many quests we have left, and really, after Banished Daedroth, that's the last quest that is offered for the Mages Guild. So we're going to go on ahead and finish out the Mages Guild, except for, you know, those former student quests, which we'll come back later and do, because I found out that one of those quests, Anger, is the Fighters Guild. So I want to make sure I'm ranked high enough within the Fighters Guild where when I do that quest, that when I take that hit to reputation for the Fighters Guild, it won't, like, kick me out of the Fighters Guild. So we'll come back and do that, but we're going to finish out the stuff here at the Mages Guild. Off camera, well, you guys saw that I went and got a new weapon. I also went through and that's not the button, this is the button. I cleaned out my spellbook, and I got a more potent heal, I got a better fireball, I kept recall, I got a better cure disease and cure poison. Now those both, if I've done my math correctly, both of those are 100% cure. Open is now 100% open, and levitate, I levitate for, I think, theoretically longer. But anyway, so, hey dude. So we have Oracle, Rogue Imp, and Banish Daedra as the quests that are left here. So how about we go on ahead and we can do, I guess, any of them. But we can go on ahead. You know what, we can go do any of these three. Let's do Oracle. It's the next one on the list. Are you Vassip the Magician? Yes. Ah, good. I have a letter for you. Apparently more than simple chance brought you here. Okay. This one. Temple of Kinnereth, Gothway Garden. Dear Vassip, it is imperative that I speak with you as soon as possible. I represent the Oracle of Hammerfell. For the next several days, I will be staying at the Temple of Kinnereth. There are but 62 days before the future of irrevocably... Sorry. There is but 62 days before the future is irrevocably set, so I must see you soon. This matter is of grave indeed. Please do not fail me. So we gotta go to the Temple of Kinnereth here in town, I'm assuming. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I guess we can. Okay, so I guess we're going to the Temple of Kinnereth here in town, which is, I believe it's this one down here. So this is unique. Like I said, anytime a quest has a time frame, it gets pushed to priority, number one. So, granted, this is the only quest we're doing at the moment that really has any kind of time limit, but so of course it's automatically going to be the priority. I am having so much fun in this game. This game is so much better than Arena. I can't even begin to put into words how much better this game is than Arena. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I can't wait to, move on with it. Do start doing stuff in the main quest, because I'm having a lot of fun in the guilds. Who do I need to talk to? Did it say, or was it just like, hey, talk to this random person? The Acolyte. Okay. You know. You know. It wasn't you, was it? No, it wasn't. Okay. No. 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 Okay, maybe downstairs? Okay, there are a lot of places. You. No. How about you? No. Oh boy. Okay. You? There we go. Thank you for coming, Vassip. The Oracle has foreseen the death of one of the great nobles of Gothway Garden, the noble Mordard Masterwing, and like a pebble in a still pond, his death will lead to great calamity for Daggerfall. I have tried speaking with him, but I am not permitted to enter his company in the Greensley residence. My mistress, the Oracle, intends to come to Gothway Garden to speak with his grace, and I last heard that she was in Sacred Sunrise Kinnereth. I am not familiar with these parts, so I don't know how far the way that is. I need you to either talk to Mordard Masterwing and convince him to protect himself, or find the Oracle somewhere near Sacred Sunrise of Kinnereth and bring her to see him. There is a precious little time. Please, I beg thee, hurry. Well, I mean, first off, let's save the game here at Oracle start. So if these were the options, which is go and find somebody in a, I'm assuming, dungeon, or just go into someplace in town, I'm going to the first place in town first. I'm going to try that option first, because it's the easiest. So we got to go to the, was it the Greensley residence or something, was it? Hey, I need to go to the Greensley residence. The Greensley residence is somewhere away east of here. Okay, great. So east is this direction. So I know in the last episode I was talking about chess, and I it's been a day since that I recorded the last episode. So I said that in the World Chess Championship that's currently going on between Jan Nepomniachtchi and Ding Liren, that out of the 6 games that there had been 4 decisive games, which means there was a winner and loser, which for classical chess is unheard of. You don't have that happen. So game 7 was this morning, and it was another decisive game. It was, and for those, well, fine, you're racist. For those that don't know chess, what I'm about to say is going to make no sense, but for those that maybe that know a little bit about chess will know, Jan was playing e4, and he was going to try and go into a Spanish, and so normally it was, Ding was trying to, he wants to play the, last time I checked, southeast now, okay, this way. He wants to play the martial attack, which, that's a little bit complicated. I'm not going to go into the details of what the martial attack is, but, typically white does not want to allow that, so they'll go into an anti-martial. But when Jan was playing as white, he was actually getting really good positions against him and winning. So northeast. Okay, this way now. Is this it? Yes, it is. Okay. Let me save here at Oracle now. Start. Is this okay? Okay, who do I need? I need to talk to you, dude. As I told the blasted acolyte, I am not interested in hiding my head because some mad old crone had a bad dream about me. As it happens, I am waiting for some word about my love, Yasana Yelmhouse, who was kidnapped. I will listen to her advice on this matter, but I will not go into hiding while she remains in danger. I should have never let her go within 100 feet of Castle Necromogahan without proper escort, but I will certainly not abandon my love now. There is your answer, magician. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not going and saving. I'm not doing it. We're going to that town, and we're going to the Oracle, who was at what place? Dude, if your life's in danger, I don't have time to go mess with somebody else. The acolyte told me. Okay. Oh my God, it's so many things. Okay. Got a letter? Okay, no. The acolyte told me to leave Greensley residence lest he die, and by dying for calamity, I have either asked myself or go to the sacred sunrise of Kinnereth. Okay, sacred sunrise at Kinnereth is where we need to go. Not scared, sacred. Sacred sunrise at Kinnereth. Yeah, there. Travel. Yep. Anyway, so Ding, instead of going into that line where he'd been losing every game as black, he decided to play the French defense, which was the first time where the French defense had happened in World Chess Championship play since like the 1970s. In fact, the last time it was played was when Anatoly Karpov was world champion. So it had been a while, because typically, it's considered French is pretty much refuted as far as it's chess is concerned. In classical chess, it's not seen as good, but he played it anyway, and it was going really well for him. And in fact, it got down to the point where basically the way the World Chess Championship works is you have you start with 2 hours to make 40 moves. There's no time increment whatsoever. After move 40, you get another hour, again with no increment, and then after move 60, you get an additional, I want to say, is it 15 minutes, or it might be 30 minutes, with then a bonus. So it came to about move 32 or 33, and Ding was actually slightly ahead by about half a, like, okay, who am I supposed to talk to? In here? No. He was ahead by, like, according to the engine, by slightly ahead by like 0.5, like half a pawn, but it was technically winning for him. But he needed to make 8 moves, and he had about 9 minutes left. So he made his first move. You're not who I need to talk to. Here it is. You are Vasa, the High Elf. My acolyte sent to escort me to Mordard Masterwing. I gave my eyes to the gods, you see, and I saw your approach through their eyes. Now let us hurry to Greensley residence in Gothway Garden before Mordard Masterwing's fate is set. Okay, let's go. Oh, that is a super cool picture. Let's get back to Gothway Garden then. Anyway, so he had about 8 moves to make in about 9 minutes. He spent the next move, he spent about 4 minutes on, so he's now down to about 4 minutes to make roughly 7 moves, which is really hard. You're thinking that's not hard to do. At the top level in that type of chess, it's extremely hard to do. So he then proceeded to make the next move, and he literally froze at the board, like straight up froze at the board. He wasted another 4 minutes, and he finally made a move with about 45 seconds left on the clock, where he still needed to make, I think, another 6 moves after that, which is close to physically impossible, because again, there's no time increment. So he ended up losing that. It was the most insane set of events. And my God, is this, championship match between the two just been so... It's been like a slugfest between them back and forth. Hey, dude, listen, I didn't save your girl, but you need to listen to this lady. You need to get out of here. The Oracle speaks to Mordard Masterwing, and her calm, persuasive tones work their magic. It takes only a few moments for him to recognize the wisdom in her advice, and he agrees to go into hiding for a few days for the good of Daggerfall. The Oracle thanks you for escorting her and tells you that she will recommend you to the Court of Sentinel for your bravery and resourcefulness. Oh, great. I don't know exactly what that means. You're a credit to the guild, Bassett. Anything else? Nope. I guess we're going to go back to the Mage's Guild, though. But anyway, no, it's just insane. You know, we're now through 7 games of the World Chess Championship. 5 of them have been decisive. 5 of them, that is unheard of. And, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see if Dingley Wren, who's going to be playing with the white pieces tomorrow, is if he's going to even be able to recover from that. Because, I mean, like, he froze. His body would not allow him to move. You could see his brain working and his brain telling him he needs to move, but his body would not move. So it's going to be really interesting to see if he can, you know, if he's going to be able to overcome that and get, you know, a win, because he's now behind. He's down a game. He needs to get a win, or if he's going to crumble. It's going to be really interesting to see. Hey, dude, save them. Is that it? Yeah, okay, well, let me go on ahead and mark, what was it? Oracle is done. That way we don't do it again. And here's the thing. I've been recording for a while, but a large section of that was going to be edited out. So I don't know how really, truly long we've been recording. So I'm going to do one more mission. And if it's a long episode, it's a long episode. So hey, let's do Rogue Imp. My name is Perister Wixman. We know who you are, dude. We've been here forever. We need someone to kill a rogue imp for us. Are you interested? The job does pay 818 gold. Absolutely. Fine attitude, Facet. There's one thing I did not tell you. This imp was a familiar to a very high-ranking mage. It seems the imp fell into an experimental spell and has been imbued with all manner of spell-like powers. You can find the creature at Palace of Midbury. Apparently it thinks it is fit to rule. Do be careful, Vassip. If you are not back within 8 days, we shall assume that you are dead. Okay, well, I guess we're going to... What was this? The place called? The Palace of Midbury? Okay. So, we're going to go to the palace. Midbury? Okay. Before we do this, let's make sure that this is not like a weird random-ass place in this town before we travel to another town. I don't think it is. I'm assuming it just means the palace that's in the town of Midbury, but I want to be super sure. Locations. People? Okay, we're making the decision. We're going to Palace of Midbury. We're going here. Traveling, it'll take us a day. Hopefully it's the correct place. But you never know with this game. They seem to like to name towns very similar to one another. Oh, it's dark, man. Freaking-tastic. Okay, well, I need to get to the palace. Is it this place? Maybe. Okay, I'm looking for something. Don't know exactly what. Well, first off, I need to get to an inn. So let's go over here, because that's the nearest one. And then we can get a little bit of rest, and then we can go kill this rogue imp. But we're almost done with the Mage's Guild. Oh, that's a residency, you stupid, stupid me. This place, the place behind it. Here we go. Hey, dude. Yeah, I just need a room for a day. Yeah, 4 gold. Yeah, I'll pay it, whatever. Rest until fully healed, and then we can rest until what? Let's say another 5. No. Another 5 hours, so we'll make it about 7. It'll be light out, and it'll be enough time for us to go and hopefully find where we need to go. We need to go to the palace. And we need to get this guy... Not guy, this imp. This needs to be deceased, like, just straight up, so... I'm wondering where it is, though. It has to be this building, I would imagine. So let's go ahead and start walking our way down to the bottom right corner of the map. And, you know, have it inevitably not be the place. Hey, No. No. I'm looking for general. I'm looking for the palace. You'll find it northwest of here. Northwest. Oh, is it that? It might be that building. Okay. Well, hold on. Then let's... Yeah, you'll mark it on a map. Oh, it's a good thing I asked that person, because I would have made a horrible, horrendous, horrific mistake that, you guys wouldn't have to deal with, because I would have absolutely edited that out, but I would have had to deal with it, and that would have been a nightmare. Alright, let's go kill this imp. Get my sword out. It opens at 10. Well, hold on. I gotta wait 2 hours before I can kill the imp. He, is still sleeping before he, opens up for, royal court. Okay. Where's this imp? Don't worry. I got you. Nothing will happen. I hear him. I hear him. I absolutely... Oh, hello. Don't close the door on me, dude. That was rude. There we go. Charge me with the duty of destroying a rogue imp. The beast is lurking in the palace. Okay, I'm going to quickly do one more run through clear of everything here, just to make sure I've gotten everything. But I feel I have. In fact, I feel so confident I'm going to put my sword away. And then, once I have confirmed in my mind that everything is dead, we will go back to the Mage's Guild. But I'm pretty sure there's only one imp, and I'm pretty sure that imp was him. No, that goes out of town. Or not out of town, but that goes out of the building. Okay. Oh, okay, that was it. Okay, super clear. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, go back to the Mage's Guild here in Gothway Garden. And then we're gonna turn in the quest, and then that'll be the end of the episode. We'll read a book as well, of course, because, that's our tradition. But, no, we're almost done with the Mage's Guild. In fact, I'm looking at it now. We have the last quest, which is Banish Daedra, and then technically there are there's a three-part quest with former student, but I need to make sure that I am high enough ranked in the Fighters Guild, because apparently at some point in that quest you're going to do something that ticks off the Fighters Guild, and I don't want to, be permanently kicked out of there, so I'm going to make sure I'm ranked up high enough with them that I won't get kicked out, and then we'll go in and then eventually come back and do the 3 former student quests, and then that'll be the complete end of the Mage's Guild quest line. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna rest for what? We're gonna loiter here for 12 hours, I guess. Because there are enemies nearby. Who? Oh, it's a werewolf. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna rest for another... Not rest, we're gonna loiter here for another 9 hours. There are enemies nearby. Who? Oh, God. I can't see, so I'm running. And I'm dodging. Okay, it's you. Okay, dude. What the hell? You don't do that. Oh my God, Daedric Cuirass. Okay, well, yeah, I'll take it. Awesome. Weapon upgrade. Or not weapon, armor upgrade. We're gonna rest for... Or we're gonna wait here for 6 hours. Maybe another enemy will spawn and we'll get another cool armor upgrade. No, okay. Oh well. Hey, dude. Tough little beggar, eh? Well, you certainly earned your pay. Great, 818 gold. Did I rank up? I did not rank up. Okay. Then that is it. That's going to be the end of today's episode. So I'll do the outro here. And for those that don't want to listen to the book, and for those that do, you can guys stick around. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to stay up to date on when all videos come to the channel. It really helps me out, help the channel grow and everything. Another great way to stay up to date on when videos come to the channel is to follow me on Twitter at @SSHGaming. I tweet when videos go live. I also pinned to my Twitter, the top of my Twitter, the upload schedule for the week. I might retweet some other general gaming news. I won't fill your Twitter timeline with nonsense. I don't like social media that much. In the next episode, we're going to do the Banished Daedric quest and pretty much finish the Mages Guild, and then we're going to go back over to the Fighters Guild and do some more quests over there. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. And for those that are not, leaving immediately to stick around and listen to a book, what book are we reading today? Well, first off, let me write down that Rogue Imp is complete. That way we don't do it again. I should have done that before, but oh well. If we're doing alphabetical order, we are reading the Asylum Ball. So now I've got to try and find the Asylum Ball somewhere in here. Who knows? Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay, let me mark it as red. And it's marked as red. Okay. How long is it? Not that bad. Okay. The Asylum Ball. My great-great-uncle was a warder at an asylum in Torval. Maybe he was my great-great-great-uncle. It was quite a long time ago. And this is a story that has been passed down in my family, from his generation to mine. Perhaps it is purely apocryphal, but when I was told it, it was whispered in such a way that it was meant to be taken seriously. Not having any children of my own to whisper to, and being in need of some gold, I have elected to publish my story. The asylum my great-great-uncle worked in was apparently very posh. Only the right class of lunatics were admitted. Eccentric dukes, mad baronesses, touched lords, and daft ladies filled the asylum's tapestried and gilded halls. Still, it was a time of great excitement when the rumor began that the unhinged Emperor of Tamriel, Pelagius III, was transferring there from a resort in Valenwood. When the rumor became a reality, the asylum went into a nice, calm, restive chaos. Pelagius was given an entire wing of the asylum for his own use. Though he was madder than a jackal, he was still His Terrible Majesty, the Emperor of Tamriel. The Emperor was remarkably well behaved, my great-great-uncle supposedly asserted. Of course, he did not have to face the commoners who came on all sorts of pretenses to gawk at their overlord, the loon. When one of the warders, not I have been assured my uncle, forgot himself and let His Terrible Majesty know that the people had been there to see him, the Emperor grew very excited. He made up his mind right there and then to have a ball, at a huge party with musicians, dancing, and dinner, right at the lunatic asylum, or precisely in his wing of the asylum. Rumors of the Emperor's interest in holding a ball spread throughout Torval, and eventually it reached the ears of the Empress Regent Katira, Pelagius's dear wife, in the imperial city. Eager to make her husband happy, she sent a caravan laden with gold to the asylum so a ball might be held, befitting the imperial dignity. The Emperor picked a date for the ball, and preparations began immediately. The old asylum walls were beautifully decorated, but needed cleaning. A pit had to be constructed to house the orchestras, servants for cooking and serving the food had to be hired, gold and ebony candelabras and matching chandeliers were ordered. The old rugs were destroyed and new rugs embroidered, with gems were weaved, lists of guests had to be compiled, reconsidered and recompiled. The Emperor knew that the guest list had to be very exclusive, and he relied on his advisors to tell him who was alive and who was dead, and who was imaginary. The party was set to begin at 9 o'clock. At 6, the hairdresser he had hired from Torval finished his imperial coiffure. At 7, he was fully dressed in the robes he had ordered for the ball, voluminous black silk, piled velvet crust with red diamonds. At 8, he walked down the newly reconstructed staircase to supervise the final preparations. The lighting of the candles, the opening of the wine, the murder of the first course. At 9 o'clock, he took his seat at the facsimile throne he had ordered and awaited the first guests. At 9:30, his advisor, seeking the royal eyes beginning to glaze over with madness, said, "Your Terrible Majesty surely knows that it is not fashionable to arrive at any ball for at least an hour after the desired time, yes?" The Emperor just stared. At 10:30, the Emperor called for some food and wine and sat at his throne looking at the open door eating. 30 minutes later, he ordered the orchestra to begin playing. For the next 3 hours, they played gaily for the empty, candle-lit ballroom. At 1 o'clock, the Emperor announced his intention to retire for the evening. My uncle was one of the warders who assisted His Terrible Majesty up the staircase. Halfway to his room, Pelagius threw himself on the floor in a hysteria, screaming and laughing, ordering more wine. My mother was good at this part of the story, rolling her eyes and shrieking, "More wine, more wine, wine!" and in short, imagining that he was possessed by all the revelers at his party that never was. 2 days later, he was still not better. He had cut himself, and those who had tried to grapple him horribly with the red diamonds in his robe. Eventually, it was decided that the Torville Asylum was not equipped to deal with a lunatic of his severity, and he was sent to a more secure location in Blackmarsh. It was only 3 months later my uncle heard that the Emperor had died. One of my uncle's duties was to clear out the personal property of the inmates after their death. Being primarily landed nobility, their personal property was often quite extensive. Several years after the Asylum Ball, my uncle was called to clear out the apartment of a duchess whose chief eccentricity was a propensity to pilfer, kleptomania. I believe it's called locked away in a secret door in her desk, protected by a trap armed with a barbed needle, with a variety of jewels, piles of gold, and 5 large stacks of beautifully engraved invitations signed in the Emperor's childlike handwriting. And that is the Asylum Ball. So, for those that stuck around to listen, thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.